It's such a pleasure to be here talking with you about the upcoming Three Wishes for Cinderella. It's hitting the US and Canada market on October the 18th. Astrid, this is your first experience on a movie set. Did you do anything in particular to prepare for the role?
I was just talking a lot to the director Cecilia and the prince Cengiz. I would just ask them 1,000 questions. I didn't know anything, like, do you bring your own lunch? What is it like being on a movie set? So yeah, a bunch of questions basically, and then you're never really ready until like the first day is over and you have an impression of what it's like. But yeah, it was wild.
And how would you compare it to your experience on TV series? I know that you made an appearance on Scam in 2016, right?
Yeah, with a champagne bottle in the background.
So that was quite different, right?
Yeah, that was very different. But I have, since I'm a singer, I have done like TV performances, but it's so different because you're asked to look into the camera always and kind of like really tell the story of the song to the viewers. But with film, you're supposed to be in the moment, and the last thing you should do is look into the camera. So but I guess it's similar in a way where you're trying to tell a story and translate something to an audience.
Ellen, obviously you feature a lot of more experience in due to your filmography in your acting career, but did you take inspiration from anything or anyone in particular in preparing for the role of the cruel stepmother?
I was casted quite late, so I was a bit like diving in with my head first. And the thing with this director is that I feel so trusted when I'm with her. So she makes me feel like a competent person. So she talked a little bit about the background of this character as she imagined it. Like, this is a broken woman, she's suffered a lot of loss and she's not handling it. So I was just thinking, I mean, there is so many people that when they face defeat, they lose it. They lose themselves and they lose their dignity, and they are willing to go step on others to get what they want. And now Regina, the stepmom, wants to become queen mom, really. Mm-hmm. So she's working hard for it, and in that she is ruthless and cruel and mean and everything. So I mean, we all know these people exist. So I was trying to kind of think about the person I met and just morph them into this character.
I'm guessing you two spent a lot of time together on the set. Ellen, are there any tips you gave Astrid, or did you have any particular, talks about acting in general?
Absolutely no tips to Astrid. She is so great. I came, as I said, I was casted quite late, and I came up to Lillehammer where we're going to shoot it. And I came into the hotel and they said, "Have you met Astrid?" And I said, Astrid what? Astrid S, who's playing Cinderella. And it just struck me. At first I was a bit starstruck because I love her. And then I thought, it's the best cast I've ever heard. I mean, it's like, it's genius, I thought. And so I met her, and everyone was right that made that decision. She is just perfect. She is Cinderella. She is like water from the glacier. She's got eyes like the universe, and she is so genuine and hardworking and kind and gentle and funny and giggling. So she is the real life Cinderella.
Wow, thank you so much.
Astrid, Cinderella seems to pay much attention to the animals' well-being in the story. Is there an animal rights message in the movie?
If there's an animal rights message?
Yes.
Yeah, I think for Cinderella, just the message, I remember in one of the scenes, she's like, "Don't shoot shoot animals you're not going to eat. So definitely, I think there's some message there of taking care of the animals and have respect for their territory. I feel like myself, even with how we are basically taking over so much land, and several animal, what do you call it? Dyrarter. Help me out, Ellen. Species are dying. I think there's definitely some message you could take from the movie to take care of our animals.
This one is for both of you. Is there a particular moment from the movie you remember?
I remember watching Cengiz and Astrid dancing the last dance. We're all standing around in this beautiful castle, and it's just magical. And you know that this movie is, yeah, it's gonna be really beautiful because of those two.
Oh, I remember very well when we were shooting the bridge, the scene where you know, not to do like any spoilers, but the action scenes, and yeah, Ellen's character is just peaking. There's so much emotion and so much going on, and it's scary and hysterical. It was really fun to watch you do that scene, Ellen.
Thank you.
You both picked my favorite moments from the movie as well. So yeah, I totally agree. Astrid, are you considering doing more movies after this experience?
I would love to, but I also know that it feels like this was a one-of-a-kind experience when it comes to the cast and working with Cecilia and the story, and there's a part of me that kind of just wants to you know, leave it and then have this experience and then do music. But I guess if the right project comes along with the right people, then I would love to do it again.
Yeah, I'm guessing it's not very easy, you know, to handle both your musical career and your acting career. So currently you are going back to music, if I understand correctly, right?
Yes.
Unless there is the right project.
Yes.
What was the hardest moment or scene to shoot?
I think for me, probably like I think the very intimate scenes with the prince, because there's like 100 people and cameras and equipment everywhere, so that was a bit hard to get it, like try to block everything out, I think, but yeah, that was probably the most difficult ones for me.
And what about you, Ellen? What was the most challenging part?
Yeah. Yeah, challenging is maybe the right word. I don't think there was any difficult scenes because everything was so much fun that even though we were cold, we were still having fun. Yeah. But I was racing this horse in this, me and my daughter were leading in a rush. And I'm like this close to the wall, like the horse just ran. And I was just thinking about it because I was so scared afterwards, because these houses are like, you know, protected. They're so old. And I just, I can't get over it really, that I almost destroyed a house. That's haunting me.
You mentioned that it was cold. So I'm guessing you were shooting outside, right? In the nature and not in the studio.
No.
No, because those, you know, the nature and in general, the composition of the film looked very amazing. Like to me, it was stunning and it was very, very beautiful to see those places. Are there in Norwegia?
Yeah, I think everything outdoors is in Norway.
Norway.
Yeah. And then we also shot some coastal scenes in Lithuania, but I feel like it looks so good that I think a lot of people don't think it's real.
Yeah.
So I just have to say it is the real nature of Norway that you see in this movie.
It was very, very beautiful, and the Northern Lights too, you know, it looked amazing. So my final question for both of you, is there anything in particular you would like to add about this project and about this movie, you know, to invite fans to watch it, audiences to watch it?
I would say you go first, Ellen.
No, I was just saying I'll give you the chance to answer that, Astrid.
I would say I would hope that people want to watch it, and we had so much fun making it, and I hope and think that that comes across through the screen. It's been probably top 3, one of the most amazing and fun things I've done my whole life. So yeah, I think people are missing out if they don't see the movie.
Thank you very much, Astrid. Thank you very much, Ellen. It was such a pleasure for me. Best of luck with your upcoming projects, and hopefully I'll hear again from you in the future.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.